Last time, on the adventures of Harod the blacksmith, began his journey to Ivarstead.
That one with your bare hands too. Troll's blood, was he a tough one?
Bandits. Evicted the bandits. Mined some gold.
You've never had a taste of sweet hunting brew? Why, it's only the
Met some lovely travellers who shared their mead. Found a mine. Gathered lots of corundum. Stopped for lunch at the falls. Continued on his way to Ivarstead. Started getting very dark. Came off the road for only a moment, and then this happened. Denver just saved Harod's life, and is definitely very grateful that he was there. It would have been the end of Harod. So off we go to the inn, at the Vilemere Inn.
You don't look like a pilgrim.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the
Fill up
barrel.
on
Sure thing. It's yours
water,
for a day.
as well as rent a room. Yep, done.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
So, bright and early, Harod decides to sort of continue on his journey to Whiterun. So, off we go. This way, Whiterun. Okay. So there's a little shack over here we've just found. Just go and check it out. There's nothing really of interest in there, so we'll just keep on going. There's a whole lot of... Ooh, that doesn't look good. There's a lot of bodies strewn all over the place. Stormcloaks and imperials. Looks like there's a big fight going on. Looks like the Stormcloaks are losing. Harod's good. We better step in and help try and save some Stormcloak lives. Because the Stormcloaks are fighting for the Nords. Harod, he's a Stormcloak at heart. And Stenvar is pretty good. I mean, he's taken out most of these guys himself. It's amazing. One guy left. Aha, here come the Stormcloaks. I knew there was some more around here somewhere. Finish them, boys. That's the way. Look at all the dead bodies. Oh my god. Harod doesn't really like the sight of dead bodies. He's a blacksmith, not an undertaker. So he continues on his journey. Helgen, the next stop on the road, on the way to Whiterun. Lots of memories here. completely wrecked. He thinks about for a moment of heading to his old smithy, but then he decides to move on. Just south of Helgen, he finds this stray dog, which he recognises. The owner would have been in Helgen, but this dog recognises Harod, so this dog decides to follow him. Harod's more than happy to have the loyal companion along while he's travelling around. So off to Riverwood. He decides to pick up a few supplies. If he's going to make long journeys like this, he's going to need a few things, like a tent and a backpack. Help keep him warm and keep him dry. Alright, and off we go, continuing on to Riverwood. Now, last time when he came through here, he was still in shock. He didn't actually get time to stop in at the Hunting Brew Meadery, and since those guys they gave him a taste of Hunting Brew, he has to go and check out the source. Some nice, cool mead. Whiterun. We've done this before. Harod has walked up the steps to Whiterun. Only now he's a better smith, slightly. He definitely needs to work on his smithing because he hasn't recently. So we'll spend the rest of the afternoon, I guess, making some equipment. Some smelting, tan some leather, make some strips, and head on up to the Skyforge. Because if you're making steel, you might as well use the Skyforge. So smithing just increased to 25. It's 6 days and he's only gone up 5 levels. So we better focus on doing some more, a lot more smithing. He's not going to make any imperial armor since he doesn't believe in the imperials. So he's made a steel battle axe for Stenvar. He's just going to improve it so it's a bit sharper, and let him model it for his craft. He's going to sell the rest of the stuff.
Need something? Sure. Feel free to hand me all the gold you want. Let's
have a
go.
look at that, Stenvar. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, there's still some daylight left, and he's run out of materials, so we're going to head out into Skyrim. He's heard of a mine that some bandits have control of just north of the city. So we're going to go and evict those bandits and see if we can find some ore at the same time. Looks like there's a bit of ore just sitting in the middle of the field here, so dig that up, I suppose. What is it, boy? What is it? Ooh, bandit patrol. Not sure whether or not we should kick their butts, because they look a bit more organised. I think better judgment on this part. We'll leave them alone. Sometimes they leave us alone. So the sun has set quite rapidly. So Harod started making towards a nearby cave where he had previously beat up some bandits. Decides to set up camp. Probably pitch a tent instead of heading back to town. Sleep under the stars. It'll take him at least an hour to get back to Whiterun now, and it's getting pretty late. Besides, there's a fire here, so that'll keep him warm. And yeah, off we go. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow.